Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been a bit scarce lately, but I've got my go-to evening makeup video in store for you. So if you want to know how I achieved this look, please stay tuned. So I literally just have a clean face. I only applied moisturizer, so let's get into it. Just going to use a normal Alice band just to keep my hair out of my face. As you might have noticed, I have new piercings. I got this one in my tragus as well as a lip piercing. So yeah, they're basically healing. This one is almost healed. This one I think it takes 6 to 9 months, so yeah, it's still going to be in for a long while. But I chose the jewelry because, you know, I like this and I can keep it in forever because I like normal plain silver jewelry. And this one I already have a ring to replace it with. I'm just waiting for it to be fully healed because it still swells up sometimes. But yeah, that's basically all that's new. When I'm going out, just before I do my makeup, I obviously take a shower, but I make sure to always exfoliate my face. I bought, a few months ago, I bought this face brush. It is like, so it actually like really cleans your face and it zzz all the gunk out of your pores. I really like this because it is gentle on your skin, although it does exfoliate really nicely. So I always exfoliate my skin before I do my makeup. So as always, damp beauty blender ready to go. I always start off with a primer, and usually I will revert back to my Nivea post shave balm. So just a bit of that. Woof. Woof. Just literally all over my skin. And just wait for it to absorb into my skin with a little bit of help. And it smells really nice, by the way. So first off, as always, damp beauty blender. This is literally my go-to method of applying foundation. I do have other foundation brushes like these, the flat ones, as well as the round one, but I don't know, it doesn't really always work with all foundation types, I've noticed. It leaves like streaky marks and lines and everything, and I'm not really into that. And I always go back to my beauty blender because it just works. Every time I have to do my makeup when I go out, it's always a struggle deciding which foundation, but usually it is either Double Wear or my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, or 24-hour matte as it's in our country. So yeah, for the purpose of this video, I will be using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour matte foundation, and I am in the shade 22. Just like a little bit, and just boom 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 boom. And I know a lot of people do their eye makeup first, especially if it's like a darker look, but I don't know, I just always start with foundation first. And I've always been into the habit of putting foundation on my eyelids because, you know, as I've mentioned in a previous video, I have some veins on my eyes, and it also provides a good base for your eyeshadow. There we go. That is foundation done. And depending on my mood, I would do some concealer. Come on. And I always use the AliExpress Pro Concealer. I use the color Classic Ivory, and always just push it a bit. Ooh, okay. And just triangular-ish. And then I use the pointy tip of my beauty blender and just blend it out. And then I just take a fluffy, if I can find it, there we go, just a fluffy powder brush. It lost its handle, but a fluffy powder brush, and I use the, I don't know how to pronounce this guy's surname because in our language I might actually say a not nice word, but the banana powder. Oh shit, oh shit. And I use this, ooh, and I use this powder just to set my under eye area and over eye area. Shit. And for the rest of my face, I just use my normal face powder, which is baby powder. Like, legitimately, shit. Hope it doesn't fall out, but yeah. Okay, so what I usually do is I start from the top because I'm afraid I might forget something. So I always start with eyebrows, of course. And as always, I use this eyebrow palette I bought off AliExpress. And no, I am not condoning or promoting buying makeup off AliExpress. It's just what I use, and it's pretty much one of my favorite eyebrow palettes. And I always go for that color there. That one. It's a very ashy brown color, and it fits my face the best. And after I'm done with the powder, I always go in with my L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. And yes, I know this is still the old packaging. I see they changed it, and yeah, not a big fan, but it's still a great product, of course. My go-to. And just lightly brush it through your brows. And voila! Usually when I go out, I basically have this one signature eye look I always go for because it's super easy. Anyway, and I always use the Wet n Wild Eye Trio in the color Walking on Eggshells. And this is how it looks. And I always start with the crease color, just a little bit on a fluffy brush, and just obviously in my crease. Just trying to get them sort of even now, because I kind of suck at eyeshadow. I kind of suck at everything, but anyway. We can fix this. We can fix this. Shit. So like in this instance, when I went too high with the crease color, as you can see, I just take a little bit of baby powder on a fluffy brush and blend. Then I always do my eyelid, like literally that part right there, and I use the eyelid color, the bottom one here, and it was indicated that it is for the eyelid, but I've used it so much now that you can't really tell anymore. Just press it on there. This brush I specifically use for that purpose. I never use it for anything else. Okay, there is a brow bone color in there, but what I usually do is the same highlighter I use in my cheeks, I use on my brow bones as well. So I sometimes use that one and sometimes I just don't. And then sometimes I can't decide what to do. Whether I should do cheeks first or... Nah, let's do mascara first. Okay. I'm going to use the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Endless for my bottom lashes because I don't like this mascara at all. Just doesn't really do much for my lashes. There are much better alternatives out there in my opinion. Then I'm going to use Maybelline The Falsies, and this is the flared one, and I absolutely adore this mascara. And if I was able to do liquid eyeliner, I would probably do that, but no, I'm not going to take the chance to ruin my entire look just for a bit of eyeliner. Sorry, not happening. And sometimes when I feel like it, I will go in with a eyeliner. I usually use the brown one. This is from Avon, the Glimmerstick. Not crazy about it. It does, you know, fall out, so it's like little dark spots here of it, like crumbling and falling here. So I'm not crazy about it, but just, you know, to create some drama and definition and whatnot. Then I usually do my contouring with, oh gosh, not that one, with my fake NARS brush. And by the way, I use this palette, as was seen in my previous video, the AliExpress haul. As you can see, it's massive. I really didn't think it was going to be this big when I ordered it, but to my surprise, it was. And then finally blush. Yeah, deciding on what blush to use is always like a mission, because I don't know, it's just a really difficult decision for me to make. Basically, it always depends on just what mood I'm in, what's closest, what catches my eye first. You know, but I think I'm going to do a pink one. Ooh. No. No. I'm we're going to use this blush, the NautiGirl one, in the color Anchors Aweigh. As far as I know, this was also a limited edition one. So it's not really pink, it's more like a very peachy color. For evening makeup, I would probably go a bit darker. There we go. And then highlighter. I think the hardest part is actually finding a brush. So I'm going to use this Maybelline one from Essence, which was also a limited edition. It was, I think, from Christmas or something. No. Just gonna use a smaller brush for my brow bone. Okay, now finally there is just lips left, and I've recently discovered the beauty of dark lips. I've never really been into lipstick at all, but I bought these Lime Crime Velvetines off of AliExpress, and since I saw the color I was like just amazed at how beautiful it is. So yes, I've been into dark lips recently. I also bought this color from Wet n Wild. It is shit, it doesn't have a shade on. I don't know if you can see, but this is like this is such a beautiful color. And I also have a darker one in the color Cinnamon Spice. This is literally, both of them are literally my favorite lipsticks I've ever worn. Look at that color. The pigment is really amazing. Also bought off AliExpress because Wet n Wild stores don't, or stalls or counters or whatever, they don't stock these lipsticks. So I bought it off AliExpress. Sorry if there's a change in angles or anything, but my memory card just went full, so I had to switch on my laptop and copy everything over. So obviously had to take the camera off the tripod, so there might be a difference in angles or anything. But like I was saying, those Wet n Wild lipsticks I bought off AliExpress, and I misplaced one. These are literally the best ever. They are so creamy and buttery, and they last for hours, and it's such pretty shades. Really impressed with them. But for this video I was thinking I'm going to use my Lime Crime Velvetine in the color Wicked, and these are also very amazing. I really love it, but obviously I won't buy it off the site, the Lime Crime site, because of the whole stealing your info and money and whatnot. And also there's no other place we can get it, and so AliExpress was my only option. I must say, I also have these matte flat finish pigment glosses from NautiGirl, and these are literally like 10 times better, because these, after a while, they start to flake off and it's horrible. Like, you can't reapply, you have to take off everything and reapply, and then a few hours later do the same thing. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this above that. So to finish off this look, I'm just gonna apply the liquid matte lipstick, whatever, just to finish off this look. Ugh, it's so pretty. Okay, wait. It smells so good. Literally smells like sweets, basically. It smells really, really nice. And the other thing, when I tasted this, and I got it in post and I tasted it and everything, literally as you apply it, it dries and you can't get it off. Like, I've worn it like a few times and really, really, really lasts. I also got in the shade Bleached, which is a very, very light nudish pinkish color. Also very pretty. It's more suitable, you know, for everyday wear. Okay, this color I would wear every day as well, but you know, I don't wear makeup every day. Shit. I really am not good with lipsticks, because this looks uneven as hell. Shit. Q-tip. So after cleaning up a bit with the Q-tip, this is pretty much my finished look. I'm really not used to doing lipsticks, especially liquid lipsticks, so it might look a bit messy to the trained eye. But yes, this is pretty much what I do every time I go out with regards to makeup. Yeah, and I really, really love this color. It's amazing. It's dark and it's rich and it's beautiful, and it's a very matte finish, but it doesn't feel drying. It doesn't really feel like I have anything on my lips, but it's definitely gonna stay there for a few hours. I'm probably gonna take it off before it smudges. Like, it won't even have the time to smudge. But yes, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is just my go-to evening makeup. Please be sure to like and subscribe. I hope you have a lovely evening or day or whatever it is wherever you are. I'm just gonna use these. Fuck. More. What sound is that? Kan jij niet?